Hi, Tin from K-On here. Today we're going to have a look at installing a roof rack table slide on a Prado fitted with a Pioneer platform rack on the backbone system. Now the problem we have is the backbone system sits that roof rack a little bit low, so you don't have quite enough space to install the slide. What we're going to do, we're going to use some 10mm spacers from Rhino and we're going to space that roof rack up, and we're going to have a look at how you do that. I just wanted to have a bit of a chat about the problem that we're having. So it's the gap, the narrowest point from the roof rack to the roof. Now, most new vehicles have a curved roof, and also on this Prado here, we've got ridges. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you measure the gap between the top of the ridge and the lowest point on the roof, which is generally sort of towards the middle of the vehicle. You might have enough clearance here, more than 50mm, but the narrowest point is generally in the middle of the roof. Now the way the roof racks are attached to the backbone system, on a Series 4 you have a nut block and a bolt, and the mount on the backbone sort of clamps onto that. On the Series 5, the newer platform rack, they have a T-bolt that slides up inside the cross rail and you have a nut in the bottom. Now what we're going to do is, this is the spacer, they're 10mm thick. We supply a longer bolt, and what we're going to do, we're going to put that in between, put the bolt in place and reuse the nut block up inside the rail. And it's pretty straightforward to do, so we'll go ahead and do that. You can see the backbone here and the way that the mounting plate comes across, and this is the crossbar that supports all the other slats. You've got an M8 bolt underneath there. Now you're going to need a 13mm spanner. I'm using a ratchet spanner, which makes it a little bit easier. Wrong way, go the other way. So just loosen that off. And we want to remove that bolt altogether. You can see why the ratchet spanner's handy in this situation. Now you probably want to do the whole side. There's actually 6 mounting points. So you do the left side completely. Tighten those all down and then go over to the other side. That way the position of your roof rack won't change. Okay, we got the bolt out. Now you'll be able to lift the roof rack up and put the spacer in there. This is the longer bolt, 10mm longer than the factory one. We'll reuse the spring washer and the flat washer. This bit here can be a little bit fiddly. So what we've got the nut block sitting up inside the rail. Just make sure the hole of the nut block is lined up with the hole underneath. You can sort of have a look, and yes, that one is good. The spacer needs to go in between the backbone mount and the rail. Just make sure the holes line up. There you go. And then replace the bolt. So this is the tricky part. Make sure you're engaging the nut block up inside the rail. And then we want to check and tighten it all up. So just tighten that up there. The other thing to check is make sure you lift it up and make sure it's attached. If the nut block is facing the wrong way, when you lift it up, it'll come loose. So that's holding, so that's good. So it's all tightened. Go around and do the rest. A little tip for when you're tightening everything up, you notice as I lift that up, that backbone sort of angles a bit. What you want to do is you want to lift it up while you're tightening it so that you can get the backbone a little bit more vertical, transfer the load a bit better, and you'll get a bit more clearance as well. It was a little bit fiddly, but we've got all the 10mm spacers on. Can't really notice it too much. And then we've got the roof rack table slide in there. Got plenty of clearance now, so really handy addition to the roof rack. So if you've got a Prado with a Rhino-Rack and a backbone, have a look out for the spacer kit.